Hello. Uh, Today's episode, I realized that in the last episode, I didn't say what we were going to be doing today. So in today's episode, we're going to be going through, I think it's called Dark Tunnel, Dark Cave, something like that. I do want to let you guys know that I did go and I caught 10 Pokemon, well, a few, so I could get Flash, so I could make this cave bearable. I'm going to lead with Mimian because I need to level him up. I do have a Drowsy on my team for the moment to use Flash, so I didn't have to teach it to any of my Pokemon, as well as I did the in-game trade for Spearow for why can't I think of the Pokemon? Spearow for Farfetch'd. I messed around with a few settings in OBS, and I'm hoping that today's mic quality will sound better. Like, there won't be as much background noise. Like, hopefully you guys won't hear my button clicking on my controller or my AC, or maybe people who are awake in my house that are going to the bathroom. On a side note, away from Pokemon for a second, I know there are probably not going to be people watching this, or if they are, it's going to be like a few. Has there ever been something that made you feel so stupid, like you are so incompetent to do anything in your entire life? Because that's what I'm currently dealing with. And it's really not a fun feeling. Like, what I'm doing, not this whole YouTube thing, because this whole YouTube thing makes me feel great. I love doing this, and I've only been doing it for a week and a half. But there's something in my life right now that I'm doing that just makes me feel so stupid. It makes me feel so incompetent to the point that it's actually making me sad. Like, I genuinely feel really dumb. And it has to do with a subject that I'm actually pretty good at. I'm not going to give away anything. I'm not going to, like, tell you guys what it is or anything because I don't want to give away any, like, my personal stuff right now. I will tell you that it has to do with something for, like, a school thing, but that's it. But it makes me feel so genuinely stupid, and it actually kind of hurts. Like, I genuinely feel like I can't do anything relating to it anymore. And I used to be, it's a subject that I used to be really good at, and it sucks. This feeling is not a fun feeling. On a less depressing note, I didn't play any Grounded tonight, but I didn't play any Grounded today, I should say, because I had other stuff that I was needed to do. I had other games that I was playing, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't really doing a whole lot today. But, I did re-download a game called Valheim that I'm going to hopefully be playing through sometime soon. Probably after I finish Grounded and maybe go back to Raft. I don't think we got to me and my friends that one of my friends that I'm playing Grounded with, and another one who I'm playing other games with. We played Raft a while ago, and we never finished it. We got to the very last area and never finished the game. So I'm hoping that we'll go back and play that, but I really don't have high hopes for it. Yeah. Kind of sad. But I mean, hey, whatever. I loved Raft. Raft was a really fun game, but it was like the same thing, you know, stop on an island, get some resources, sail off, do some story, get some more resources, stop on another island, sail off. It was kind of the same thing over and over and over again. And not that that's like a horrible thing, it's just really repetitive to do, and it can get old at times. Now thinking back on it, I wish I would have convinced my friends to just finish the game, because I want to, and my friend was talking about it and saying that we really should just go back and do it, and I'm like, yes, dude, that's what I've been asking this whole time. And so I'm kind of hoping that we're gonna go back and do that soon. It's not a ridiculously long game, I would say. I wouldn't say it's all that long. Really? That's Aerialist? I feel like that changes every time. Because I feel like that used to be Shadow Ball. Was that I think there was Shadow Ball in the original Gen 1. Yeah, I'll keep out with the name. Today's episode might be a little bit longer, just because I want to do some of these battles to get Mimi and up to level, at least like level 20. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Battling against Oddishes and Bellsprouts and Machops, that's not gonna be that big of a deal. Like, this route's pretty good for leveling up Psychic-type Pokemon, because there are Oddishes, there are Bellsprouts. Pretty sure there are a few trainers with, Nidoran, and Nidoran female. So, like I said, it's not gonna be that bad. Already level 17. And Mankey's really close to evolving, so I might just use Mankey for a majority of things that I can, just to get it to evolve. Kind of debating on that. Like, I want my Mankey to evolve, but I want Mankey to evolve, but I don't want it to be super, like, over-leveled. It only evolves a level 28, though, so I mean, it's not, like, super over-leveled, because the next gym is around the same, I think. Should be around that, I think. And I think I've come up with a relatively, like, I think I've come up with a relatively, trying to think of how I want to word this. I think I've come up with a relatively, like, good idea of if I'm going to do the Sevi Isles or not. And I think that I'm going to, because I think that for a flying type, I think I'm going to use Moltres. I know that's a pretty long ways away. We've got quite a bit of games still to go before I even get to that point. But I think I'm going to use Moltres as a flying type, and a fire type actually. That would help out pretty well. And then if I can find a way to get a Rhyhorn, I might use a Rhydon, to be honest, because Rhydon's a pretty good Pokemon. I like Rhydon a lot. Yeah, I'm probably going to hear it. I'll probably hear it back when I listen to this video back before I upload it. I hope my mic sounds better and that it's not picking up as much background noise. because I put in OBS I enabled something that I didn't know was a thing until I just did it. I enabled noise suppression on my microphone, so I'm kind of hoping that that is what that is. That is, like, it helps with the whole microphone and background noise thing. Because I know it was pretty bad, probably pretty unbearable, so just bear with me as I learn how to do all this recording stuff. I was totally about to say something that I do not want to say there, yeah. Please ignore that, I apologize. I love the battle music in this game. I know I've said it like 3 episodes in a row, but I really love the battle music in this game. It's so nice. Please land this Mega Punch. It does. But it doesn't kill it. Unfortunate. I wish I would have bought more healing items before doing this cave. I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be alright. Oops, sorry about that. I think it'll be fine. I can't remember. Are you poison type yet? You are. I hate. I actually think Venonat has a really nice shiny. I love Venonat's shiny. I got it in Pokemon Go a few years back. I was in the car with my dad, and I was like, yes! I yelled, and I spooked my dad. I think I'm gonna run back and get healed, but yeah, I spooked my dad. And that's not something that's that easy to do. Oh, it's alright, we don't need to learn Barrier. Our light screen, we don't need to learn Reflect. We're alright. Man, I love this music. Ooh, and of course there's another trainer that I have to fight now. I guess it's not that big of a deal. I'm hoping that this cave isn't going to take me a whole lot of time, because it can be pretty long. Because I don't remember the exact route that I need to go. And I'm hoping that I can buy repels, because I will be using repels quite a bit, because I don't want to deal with battling 18 million different Pokemon. Oh look, he's already up to level 20, or 19, but probably, I'm thinking level 20, not quite. Okay. 2 Beedrills is a really combination. On my Let's Go Pikachu team, I had a field day with shinies in that game because it was stupidly easy to find them. I had a field day. I had a full shiny team and then some. And I actually used my shinies as my team. I had a shiny Beedrill, and that thing was smacking. It was so good. but I also boosted it with candies really, like, a lot. I didn't even know that was there. My past couple days have been pretty good. It's been, like, pretty much all week has just been pretty kind of nice and kind of a relaxed week. For my personal life, I mean, I've just been doing this. I've been chilling out, playing some games. It's been pretty nice. Buy me some super coaches. I can buy repels. Thank you. Buy 20 repels. I want to break the bank, you know. Still want to have that $7 grand to fall back on if I need it. If I need like emergency healing and stuff like that. I'm debating. If you end up watching this and you hear me and like you getting this far to hear me talk about this, let me know what I should do for my next Let's Play. I'm deciding between Pokemon Emerald, our Gen 3 randomizer, or a Gold or Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or a Gold, Silver, and Crystal randomizer. One of the two generations. So, yeah, I'm thinking that's what my next LP is going to be, because I love both of those generations. I have to say probably Gen 3 is probably my favorite generation out of all 9 of them. I don't need to battle yet. I love Gen 3. Gen 3 is a really nice, really fun generation, I should say. Rock Tunnel, not Dark Tunnel, Rock Tunnel. Yeah, I think that's what my next playthrough is going to be of a Pokemon game on YouTube. It is going to be the Generation 1, or not Generation 1, Gen 3 or Gen 2. Because I'm tired of playing Diamond and Pearl. Maybe I should do Black and White. Because I still haven't played and beaten a Black and White game. Black and White 1 or 2. Since the original, like, when they came out. And that's been a long time. Because the 3DS, Pokemon X and Y, I should say, not the 3DS, but Pokemon X and Y came out in like 2013, I think. 2014, I think. Dang, it's been a long time. Wow. I really should play Generation 5. Jesus. Oh wow, it's been a long time. I know I just keep saying that. I apologize, but I'm just... Wow. It's been a long time. I was just silent for like 10 seconds. Oh. I think that's the longest I've been silent for in a clip. Or not in a clip, but in a video. Because I'm trying to be open. I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to not be the quiet person that I like tried to be. And I'm trying to talk and talk to people that are gonna watch this, or the people that are watching this. It's alright, that Pokeball can wait. Yeah, it's been a minute since I played Black and White. I do like the generation, and if I did do an LP of Black and White, I don't know what I would do. If I would do Black and White or Black and White 2. I think I would probably do Black and White, because... I don't know. I think I might do Black and White 2, because... I got nothing. I got nothing. I don't know. I think I might just do Black and White 2, because Black and White 2, there's a whole fusion thing with, Kyurem, Zekrom, and Reshiram. And that would be pretty fun to mess around with, because I haven't in a while. Black Kyurem and White Kyurem are two beasts of Pokemon. So, I just think it would be pretty cool. I think I need to go up. And what are we rocking, Picnicker Martha? Some auto shapes that are hopefully gonna get one shot by Mr. Mime. I thought that for a second I read Mr. Mime is confused. I'm like, it's the first turn of battle. What? How does that happen? But no, I'm just illiterate and I can't read. I also looked away from my screen like as soon as the text popped up. So, text popped up. So, yeah. That is something. That's definitely something. I told you guys in the first episode, I can't read very well. I think that's evident, though, by the fact that I've said I was going to read, and I haven't been. You were in Tactical League? I mean, coverage? I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about coverage. I'll take it. Need to go spray another repel. I've been like wanting to play Horizon Forbidden West for a minute, because I played Horizon Zero Dawn, and I still need to finish Horizon Zero Dawn's DLC. I know the games came out years ago. The game came out years ago, but Horizon Zero Dawn is something I just recently got into, and I want to go back and play. I want to finish the DLC, and then I want to start on Forbidden West. But I was gonna start on Forbidden West, but then I'm like, Tears of the Kingdom sounds more fun today, so I played Tears of the Kingdom today. And let me tell you, once again, that game is so good. It's so good. If you have not played Tears of the Kingdom, or if you're not a huge Legend of Zelda fan, I would 100% recommend playing Tears of the Kingdom. It is such a good game. I loved Breath of the Wild. I loved Tears of the Kingdom. And it's a game that I still need to finish it. And it's been out for like 2 months, I think. 2 months and like 2 days, I think, because it came out June 12th, I think. I could be stupid. I could be saying completely wrong dates, and I think I am. I'll fact check myself on that later. But I think it was June 12th. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's a good game. Am I going the right way? I think I am. Hello, hiker. This is going to be a little bit of a longer episode, probably like 30, 35 minutes. Probably about that, yeah. I've had a pretty good night. I've had a pretty good night. It's 5:30 in the morning right now. But I've had a pretty good night. And I think this week is going to be... I'm super excited for this weekend. This next weekend. Specifically Saturday. Because I've got something that I'm going to, and I'm really excited about it. This week's probably going to be a pretty boring week. But I'm probably going to enjoy it, except for the first couple of days, because I still got to do schoolwork, unfortunately. But after these next couple of days of schoolwork, I'm done with it forever, so it is what it is. Get it done, get it over with. Don't make a fuss about it. That's what I tell myself. I'll be on to better things after that. Then I can look for a job so I can have income, so I can buy recording setup, buy recording equipment. I could buy a capture card, I could buy a boom arm, I could buy stuff for my tower, my PC tower that I'm gonna eventually get. Seismic toss. I think this, if I'm thinking this right, seismic toss, gravity, yeah, seismic toss, because seismic toss at most can do 100 damage. It's not worth it, in my opinion. I didn't skip past that message, and it just came into my head like, what are you doing? If you're watching this, how have you been? How's your week been? My week's been pretty alright. I'm super excited for football to be back. I like the, I was kind of hoping that the Eagles would win the Super Bowl last year, but Chiefs ended up winning. I'm not mad at that. Fair play to them. Played a good game, but I think the field was, I think the outcome might have been different if the field was not atrocious. Probably one of the worst football fields the NFL has ever seen. I don't know much about fields though, so that could be just me talking. But I think the field was terrible. And I think the outcome could have been different if the field was better. But me personally, I'm rooting for the Lions this season. I'm a Lions fan. I have been. And I'm rooting for the Lions this season. I think the Lions are going to win the NFC North. And I think that we're going to go 6-0 in the division. I think that we're going to have an 11-6 record. We're going to win the North, get a home playoff game, and I think we're going to go all the way. But that's probably just me being a biased Lions fan saying that, so... Obviously, people have different opinions because it's the Lions. They've always been known for choking and not doing good. They've always been known, like, in 91, we had our first champion. I think it was 91. I think it was our first championship appearance, and we got blown out by the now Washington Commanders. I wasn't alive, so I didn't have to see that, but I'm sure Lions fans were devastated. That was when we had Barry Sanders on the team. Barry Sanders, one heck of a player, man. I think he's the best running back of all time. A lot of people would argue that was Jim Brown, Emmitt Smith. I've heard people say O.J. Simpson was the best running back of all time. I think it's Barry Sanders. I think if he played longer, that would be absolutely cemented. He was the best running back of all time. But he only played, I think, like 9 seasons. I think he retired in the late 90s. I could be completely wrong, but I love our old quarterback. I love our new quarterback. Jared Goff is he's Detroit's guy. But I loved Matthew Stafford and the energy that he brought to Detroit. And people are like disrespecting him so much recently because of his bad year last year. People are saying that he's not a good quarterback anymore. And he's 35. We're gonna 34, somewhere in there. I think he's 34 years old. He was drafted in 2009. I believe he was the #1 overall pick in 2009. So he's been in the league for 14 years. This will be 14 years, I believe. I still think he's got at least 2 or 3 years left in him. I think he can do wonders for the Rams. They're about to be in rebuild mode, though. But I'm gonna stop talking about football now because people are watching Pokemon, probably not for football talk. So, give me a second. Max. I think we're almost done with this cave. I think we should be pretty close to the end of this cave. So, hoping at least. I just have to say I want to stop recording just yet, but I'm also quite tired and I want to go to bed soon. Normally I wouldn't be recording this late. The past 3 days, this is all I've had time to, though, is record at 5 or 6 in the morning. That's all I've had time to actually record. Otherwise, there's too much noise in my house, and with the whole thing about background noise and all that stuff, I don't want you guys to hear everything that's going on in my house. Plus, I have really thin doors on my house because my house was built with really thin doors. They're like cardboard almost. So, I don't want you guys to hear everything that's going on. Almost. Wow, that hurt. That hurt. You know, this is going back really far to like 2015, 2016 era. What they did in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with New Mauville, with Mauville City, I was not expecting that to be turned into like a big mall / apartment complex thing. I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought it was just going to be the same old Mauville. But no, much different. Much different. I think it looks cool. I think there was a lot of things that they did right by doing that. I think there was a lot of things that they did right by doing that. Like it was a pretty good change. Am I dumb? Am I that dumb? Why did I do that? Whatever. He wouldn't have looked over at me if I had no brand. Oh, Lord. I'm hoping this Bulbasaur, I'm hoping that I can actually utilize Bulbasaur right. I'm not known for picking Bulbasaur during playthroughs of Generation 1, or even in X and Y when you can get the Gen 1 starters. I'm not used to Bulbasaur, not used to picking Bulbasaur with that either, so I'm hoping I can utilize Venusaur pretty well. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. It's just another Pokemon, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. Slowpoke. That's a Pokemon that I don't think I've ever used in Generation 1. I've used it in other games, but I've not used it in Generation 1. It is Slowpoke, and Slowbro. I tried mixing the two names. I think I've even used Slowking in some games, but never in Generation 1. Slowking is a Gen 2 Pokemon. I do know that, so I couldn't even get it if I wanted to. But yeah, I don't think I've ever used them, and that's unfortunate actually, because Slowpoke's a pretty good Pokemon in my opinion. And Slowbro's slow, but he's really tanky. I think we're pretty close to the exit. It's been almost 40 minutes, so. Will this trainer give Zane enough XP points to evolve? Let's find out. That's probably not gonna kill it. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's alright. I know low kick, I believe, the heavier the Pokemon, the more damage it does, or something like that. So it's actually probably going to be better if I just Mach Punch this Pidgey. Mach Punch? Mega Punch. Thinking of Breloom now. Breloom has Mach Punch as soon as it evolves. Which if I did do a Gen 3 playthrough that wasn't a randomizer, I absolutely would use a Breloom. Breloom is a dope Pokemon. Love Breloom. Can we not? Can you land the move, please? Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Kill the Pidgey. About to send out Oddish. Come back out, Mimi. Sometimes I can sit here and play Pokemon games for hours and not even have to think. It's just almost muscle memory at this point, like what types are good against what. It's almost like I don't even have to think about it. So it's actually pretty convenient because I can just sit here when I'm bored and play a Pokemon game and not even barely have to think about what I'm doing. It's probably pretty sad, to be honest with you, but I've loved Pokemon. Like I said in the first episode, this was my first ever video game, and I've loved Pokemon ever since I started playing video games. Nintendo has been and will always be a huge part of my life. With that being said, we got through Rock Tunnel. We're in Lavender Town now, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic day or night, depending on when, if anybody is watching this. Have a good night.